What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back on Bucks County for another episode. Today we are going to be working on doing our own grass field. The last couple episodes were really short with me being away and everything like that, so we did a grass contract, brought in around $20,000 off of that. We did a lot of landscaping around the farm, just trying to dress it up a little bit, make it look a little more lived in. And then I've been looking at I've been talking to you guys about whether we want to do horses or we want to do chickens. And it seems like the majority of the people would like to see horses brought onto the farm. So we are going to, probably not this episode, but we are probably going to bring in horses to the map. I'm just not exactly sure yet where I'm going to put them. We'll go ahead and pull the GMC over here. But yeah, with the landscaping, we added in some trees around this area. We added in the windmill. We fenced off our property. Well, the house. We fenced in the yard and stuff like that. Still kept a little walkway to be able to get to the farm from up here. We put in this propane tank over here, some trees. Put in Old Glory, and then again put in some more trees back here. In front of the house to kind of just block it off from the road a little bit. And I think as I go on, I'm still going to add in some more trees and make this into a little bit more of a wooded area that we kind of just cut out and built the house on is what my overall plan is. And then out front here, we put in a little sign. I don't have anything written on it because I don't really like the way it looks with the writing on it. The writing's too new compared to the sign, but I really, really do like those signs. But like I said, we put in the fuel tank up here and built in a little road to go along with it. We did get our trailer unloaded with those 8 bales from the contract, and I did store them back here, just stacked them up here, and this is where we're going to put our silage bales. So like I said, today we are going to go ahead and get our field cut, and I'm hoping we should be able to get everything windrowed and baled and wrapped today as well. But I got to get everything set up. I got to get the tractors and all that stuff out. I think I have the wrapper. Mikhail's in here. Yep, there's the wrapper. Everything else is stored in here. So what we'll do is we will fire up the 4840 and get it hooked up to the disc vine, and then we will get mowing. So give me a second and I will get that taken care of. Alrighty, well, we are officially cutting our first crop of the year. How exciting is that? Everything is working good. Now, the only thing I am running into, the only issue I'm seeing is this grass is already starting to dry out. So we want to make sure that we go ahead and get this taken care of as soon as possible. We're going to want to get it windrowed and baled up as grass. I don't want it to turn to hay because there's just less money for hay than there is for the silage bales at the moment. I did test, like I said in I think it was the last episode I said it, test how much the bale was going to, one silage bale was going to be. And at the moment, they are $300. $300? Let me see here real quick. 83. Okay, so it's dropped. So it's down to $114 per 1,000 liters, which isn't too bad. I could have sworn that it was up to almost 300 when I had tested it. So decent amount of money. We'll get about $300 to $400 a bale is what we're looking at. which isn't too bad of a price if you ask me. It's still going to be a little bit of a grind for the rest of this year. There is one more baling contract that I found that is actually the field directly next to the grass field we did last week. So I will probably pick that up. They're about the same size as well. So we will be able to bring in about another $20,000, and I'm hoping to get another extra 8 bales off of that field also. So we're going to go ahead. We'll do a little bit more of this field, and I'll bring you guys back in when we get a little bit more done. All right, well, here we are. It's about 9:30. The rain has set in. It's coming down. It's coming down pretty hard, guys. Yeah. So it's a race against time with this now to get as much of this grass windrowed up and baled as we can. So, oh man, this is devastating. This is gonna hurt money-wise. Luckily, we did get 8 bales off of that last contract, so that did help, or is going to help when it comes to getting paid and stuff like that. So what we do lose off of here, we did pick up in reality off of that last field. So we'll just have to wait and see what we can do. Like I said, just racing against time right now. Hopefully we don't lose too much. But we are going to be losing some of this field, unfortunately, to the rain. I should have planned better. I should have planned better. This is my fault, but hey, this is the struggling farmer. So this is where it's at. But let me go ahead, get this field finished windrowed up, and then we will jump in the 4840. We will grab the baler, and we will come out here and start taking care of getting these windrows baled up. Okay, let's jump back in here. We are on the dash to get this all picked up and get it all baled. I don't know how many we're gonna get off of here, so I'm not exactly sure how many we're gonna have to wrap. It might be faster just to go through and pick these grass bales up and just store them in the shed. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I can't believe we got a rainy day. That stinks. However, on the plus side, all my equipment is getting washed. So there is that. There is an upside. You always got to look for the positive when doing something. Oh, how far? Oh, I'm way off. Oh no. I have to pay attention. I keep forgetting with the round baler that you do have to unload at 4,000, so I do have to make sure I'm paying attention to that. Trying to get this done, not really focusing on how much, but we are getting a good bit. I mean, I didn't expect to get the 2 bales off of here so fast. What it's looking like is we're probably going to get around maybe 8 more bales off of here, which is pretty nice. It'll give us a total of 16 bales. And that is a little bit full there. Now, the only downside is with them sitting out in the rain, I don't know if they're going to be full 4,000 liter bales as we do it. That's the only thing we have to worry about now, is what these bales are going to be at once we start wrapping them. But at this point, any little bit is going to help. And there is another bale. Close that back up and get rolling. So I think what I'm going to do is I was going to throw a time lapse up, but I think I'll just keep you guys along for this. We'll bale this whole field up together, and we'll go from there. And there is another full bale there. All right, we are coming up to our last real windrow. This is the biggest one we have, and then we have 2 little short ones over by the shed before we jump into the 4010. Oh, and start wrapping. That was bale number 11 we just dropped off, 11 or 12. So definitely over what I expected, which is really nice. We should have probably the bale that's being formed now plus 1 more, so we should have 2 more total bales, is what my prediction is. I think that's what we should be at. And there is another full bale. And I'm not sure how much we are, how much we've lost as of yet, but I don't think it's going to be good. So I think whatever we do end up with, this is probably going to be the last bale created. I don't want to create a half a bale or anything like that, or a quarter bale, but I'm hoping I should have just enough left on this field to create this last bale, but we are not going to be able to do another full bale, I don't believe. Actually, we might. There might just be enough there. Let's go ahead and get that closed up. Let's get the rest of this picked up. We'll do it. It isn't going to hurt anything if we don't. But we possibly might, because these rows are pretty decent. It's about a length of a... No, we're not going to have enough. That's all right. Go ahead and lift that up, get whipped around. And this is our last row here. Yeah, no, we're not going to have enough for another full bale, so that's all right. We'll get this parked up. We'll jump in the... Actually, you know what I'm going to do, just because I'm on here. Ooh, just shy. Let's get this turned in over here. And let's just back you right into there, because I don't know... Leave you there. I don't know if you can lose the grass that's in there if it's raining, so I don't want to take the chance, because I do have enough area that I could still go around and cut just a little more off to knock off the rest of that bale, and that'll give us 1 extra bale. Can I get in here? All right, back in the tractor. And then unfold you. And then go ahead and jump out. Let's start picking up these bales. I don't think it tells you when you pick them up what their percentage is at. No, it doesn't. Alright. And with these ones, I don't think I can come in at this angle, but we'll try. I don't know if it auto changes. Ooh. So we'll go ahead and get these wrapped. The wrapping process is what takes forever. And then with this McHale baler as well, or wrapper as well, it'll end it like that. And then you have to unload it yourself. It doesn't automatically do it. I think it's the Ursus that does the automatic unwrap. So, and that bale's going to roll away. Okay, so good. It does do that. So what we'll do is, while these wrap, we'll just do the farther trips and get ourselves lined up for another bale down here, and then we'll just keep moving from there. So let me go ahead, let me get more of this field wrapped, and then I will bring you guys back in when we're closer to being done. Alright, we are coming up to our last 2 bales here on our field. Maybe? Come on. If I can get this right. We did get a total of 14 bales off of this field, which is not too shabby at all. Almost doubled what I thought we were going to end up getting, which is real nice. Ooh. Am I going to stop it? It is, but I am not over far enough to grab it. So I do get to scoot over just a little bit to be able to grab that bale. There we go. That should be fine. Right there. That's done. Unload that, and then number 14 is going to be wrapped. And that is our first cut for the year. And there we go. We'll go ahead and just pull on up here just to make sure I didn't miss any up here. Nope, that is all of them. That's 14 bales. Now, like I said, I don't know exactly what they are sitting at as of right now. But we'll have to see. Get that door shut. There we go. That's our last bale there. Perfect. So not too bad. We started this field just a little after 7 o'clock in the morning. Which isn't too shabby, I don't think. Yeah, I think it was a little after 7. It's just about 12 o'clock. Took us a good half of the day to get everything taken care of. There we go. That's all folded up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and then I will I'll bring you guys back in after that. Alrighty. Well, we are coming up just about 10 after 1. We've got everything put away. We've got all the bales wrapped. We do have to get everything off of here. And like I said, I'm not sure what the bales are at the moment. We'll probably find that out in the next episode as I start picking them up and getting them stacked up over there. I do have to I got to figure out another shed that we can put in here. This is just becoming too crowded to put everything in here. And what I'm thinking is we can put another shed down in this area. The other thing that I was trying to figure out is I kept getting a property, money for property owned and stuff. So this windmill brings in $150 an hour. I did not know that when I placed it, so that's pretty cool that we are getting a little bit of money off of that as well. That is going to help supplement some stuff too. So what I'm thinking is I want to put a shed in down here. I'm not exactly sure where I want to put it because it's going to require some landscaping and stuff like that. And then we have to start looking at the horses as well. So for the horse pen, I showed you guys before, but this is the one I'm looking at getting, which is this stable here for $50,000. But you can see it's a decent size stable. I'm thinking of putting it somewhere over here, probably in between these two trees. And this is kind of exactly where I thought about putting it. It does take up some of our grassland, but we're talking about buying that field there straight in front of us as well for next year. So we'll be able to put like a road or something in along the front of this pasture, or one that comes around this barn or something. So that's the stables that we're looking at getting. And then the other shed that I was, that's under here. The other shed I'm looking at getting is either this one here, which is $15,000, but it is a pretty long one as well, and I think it takes up a lot of room. But it would be pretty much one of the last sheds we'd have to buy for storage. Or I'm looking at getting this one, which is $5,000. And I was looking at putting it down in this area right around in here like so, and then we'll just rework the path to come around, do whatever work we have to with the field. We lose less field if we do it this way, but we have to do some landscaping to get it working right. But I think that is going to be the next shed. I think I'm going to do that in the next episode, where we go ahead and probably put in this shed and possibly the horse stables. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the horses quite yet, just because of oats and all that stuff. Everything we'll have to get them up and running, because we'll have to get some animal trailer for the water. We'll have to get a transport trailer to be able to go pick up the horses, because we're not going to do the delivery. But I definitely think if we did that, we could put them over there, and this road here, we could just extend out the back and loop around and be able to get to the horses that way. And then the road can break off and everything from there when going to that new field when we buy, what is it, field 40? Yeah, field 40, when we buy that. And that one, just staying out of the rain, field 40 was 80,000, 89,000. So I'm gonna wait to buy field 40 until the end of the year when the harvest is done, just because we're not gonna have the money for a harvester plus everything else we're doing. So once they come through, they harvest this whole field and everything, we will look at purchasing this, and then we can turn this into a grass field as well. And then that'll give us even more silage bales that we'll be able to create next year, especially with what little bit of grass we're going to be taking out of here to put in the horse pen, and then the shed over here. It'll be a nice little fix-up, and then a nice little extension to the farm. So that is the plan that I have for the rest of this year. I do have to, excuse me, I do have to pick up that other baling contract, but obviously not going to be able to do it today because of the rain. Hopefully this doesn't last all day and then it dries out, and we can pick up that baling contract in the next episode as well. So, got stuck there. So I think with the change in the weather, that There's not going to be a whole lot left for me to do on the farm today. So we are going to end this one here. I appreciate you guys for joining. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like. Make sure you hit the notification bell also. And leave a comment down below. Love talking to you guys. So I guess until next time, as always, happy farming.